welcome to another episode of Roll Up a Pull Up. So get your blunts rolled and your drink poured. Alright, so for this one, I'm gonna tell y'all about this time a 9-year-old girl tried to get me to have sex with her. I was 15, she was 9. Alright, so here we go. I had literally just started growing my hair out. I didn't have my hair since I was 15. Yeah, it might not be the longest for 20 years, but it's good enough for me. My hair is my strength. So I ain't worried about none of y'all talking about my shit ain't that long for 20 years, and I don't give a fuck. My shit stopped growing years ago. I ain't in it for the length. I'm in it for what it's been here for. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, I had just started growing my hair, no lie. I had a little bitty ass afro, probably like that much, you know. And my homeboy, he stayed next door to this foster house. It was a woman running a foster house. And she like fostered little kids, like 9 all the way down to like 3-4 years old, you know. And she had like 10 kids in this house, like no lie. She had a bunch of their ass. So she was getting some money, you know. So we young, you know, we ain't thinking nothing about it or none of that. You know, that ain't none of our business. So we ain't thinking about none of that shit. So we on the block, we chilling, you know. One of the little girls from the foster house knew my man's family and them, you know, they was cool like that. So the girl, the 9-year-old, she would come over all the time, you know. So I'm sitting on the porch one day and she come over and she like, oh, I know how to braid hair. You should let me braid it, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, I don't even got enough hair to get my hair braided, you know. And then I'm like, you a little kid, you know what I'm saying? The fuck I look like letting you just braid my hair? She like, I'm for real. I know how to braid, blah, 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 blah. So I looked at my homeboy. He like, yeah, bro, she sweet. You know how to braid, blah, blah, blah. I just seen her braid a couple years. I'm like, what? I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go ahead and give her a try. I'm like, go ahead, do one braid right now while we was sitting on the porch. So she did one braid. It didn't hurt. It was fast, efficient, tight, all that. I'm like, damn, hold on. So I'm like, let me go look at this. I went and looked at the crispiest goddamn braid ever. You know what I'm saying? Like, she real life could have been a hairstylist at 9 years old. Like, she had the gift at a very young age, no lie. So when I seen the braid, I was like, damn. And mind you, my hair was short as hell at the time, you know. I'm like, damn, she actually straight, you know. So I ran right back outside. I'm like, hey, finish twisting me up. So she got like 3 braids in. The foster mom called all the kids back in the house. Oh, when she called them in the house, basically she was saying that they got to go to the grocery store. I'm like, man, fuck that. I need my hair done. You know what I'm saying? Girl, like, look, I don't got to go with them. I could stay here and I could braid your hair for you. You just got to come over to the house. Mine literally is right next door. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, all right, cool. Mind you, her and my man's them, they all good people and all that shit, you know. So I ain't thinking nothing of it, you know. So after the moms and the kids leave, the 9-year-old was the oldest of the kids, and she stayed, you know, there at the house. So while she stayed there, she came out the door, was like, come over. I'm like, all right, because I know she couldn't leave the house. So I had to go over there. So I went over there, she took me in the basement. We go in the basement. She twisted me up. Whole hit, buttered my shit. Couldn't believe it. And I had a little hang time too. It was crazy. I couldn't believe that shit. So I'm like, damn, you know, she actually did the thing. Like, that's cool, you know. I'm in the mirror, I'm looking at it and all. I'm like, damn, she's sweet. I'm like, you know, she gonna have to be my braider. Like, I fuck with her, you know. By the time I turn around, she bent over on the couch, like ass facing me, you know. Basically like come get this type shit. Mind you, she 9 years old. So I'm looking at her like, what the fuck is you doing? She like, oh, don't nobody gotta know. Ain't nobody here. I locked the door. Can't nobody just walk in. Ain't nobody gonna see nothing. Ain't nobody gonna know nothing. I'm like, the fuck is you talking about? She like, I like you. I wanna give you some. you could do whatever you want with me, and I'm not gonna tell nobody, and blah blah blah. I'm just thinking in my head like, damn, like somebody messed this little girl up at a young age, where she trying to have sex. She only 9 years old. Like, what is going on here? And that was like my first time really registering that is people out here that do stuff to little kids like that. I'm like, nah, I'm sorry, I can't do it. So she go to jump off the couch. She grab my arm like, please, let's just do whatever we gonna do. We don't gotta say nothing to nobody. It's gonna feel good. You gonna love it, blah, blah, blah. Man, I snatched my arm so quick, ran right up them stairs. This is a true story. I run up the stairs. She running right after me, trying to catch me. But I'm fast, I'm a big dude, but I'm fast. Ran out the door. I shot straight up the street. She out hanging out the door. Come back. You don't gotta do that. We can still be friends, blah, blah, blah. I'm gone. Man, I shot to the block. I told my mans what happened. Nigga, you lying, bro. I'm like, bro, I would never lie. You know what I'm saying? I ain't capping. So we talked about the shit. Low key, I think he went over there and said something to the mama. The woman that was running the foster house, because after that shit, she literally got rid of that kid. She kept all the other ones, but she got rid of that one, Crazy as hell. And the girl subscribed to my channel or watching my video, she know exactly who I'm talking about. This has been a true story episode of me about to damn near get raped by a 9-year-old girl when I was 15. I'm really one of them ones that don't mess with kids. I do not rock like that. And I was 15, like, hell nah. So damn for sure I ain't doing it at no 35. I don't see how these guys be out here doing it or what they be on. I'm sorry, I can't. I don't get turned on by it, none of that. It don't do nothing for me. So, watch your kids. Sometimes you get your kids up, or CPS take your kids, however it happened. They go to these foster homes and you thinking they safe and, ain't nothing gonna happen to them because they with a family that's gonna take care of them, blah, 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 all that bullshit. Look, them be the worst places your kids can go because people be doing stuff to them kids. They do. And these kids be turned out at a young age. That's why a lot of them be prostitutes and selling themselves and don't give a fuck about the world and, all type of drugs, setting people up, just doing all type of shit because they got messed up at a young age, all because you abandoned them. If you don't want kids, don't have them. Please stop having kids and throwing them off on other people because other people do not care about your kids. A lot of people don't even care about their own kids, let alone yours. And then don't get me wrong, it's a lot of people that do care about these kids. But stop producing kids and not taking care of them to where they getting caught up in this system. The system don't care nothing about them. The system just getting a check off of them. Welcome to another episode of Roll Up a Pour Up. Get your blunts rolled and your drink poured.